And when I say keep it C money, I mean keep it real with me.
Hi everyone, this is Faye. This is my first podcast ever, so I'm a little nervous.
So I'm so excited, Faye, because something that people may not know about you, you auditioned on Baddies. Mm-hmm. Girl, we need the tea, okay? Because first of all, you were looking real cute.
Thank you, thank you.
Now I know it was so crazy because in your scene, I think the judge was Black China and her mom, right?
It was her mom.
Okay,
yes,
it was her mom.
Totally crazy ass.
Let's talk about Tokyo, because for y'all who don't know Tokyo, Black China's mom, she's always been in the block for acting. You know,
She's a lunatic.
yeah, a little crazy. And I peeked in the auditions a little bit that she was saying some crazy stuff. She wanted y'all to twerk. I think in your scene she wanted y'all to whine.
Yes.
So how did that go? Break it down for me a little.
Okay, boom. So the first round, because it was 2 rounds. The first round was with the first baddies. The first set it was Biggie, Rolly, what's her name, Scotty. Who else? I'm trying to remember the girls' names. Kat.
Yeah.
And Low London.
Right.
Yeah, she's a cutie. She's a cutie, love her.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the first round was with them, and then the second round was with Natalie, Krishan, Black China, Tokyo Toni, and what's her name, Ruby Rose.
Okay, yes. Ruby was looking real
Yeah,
good.
so fucking good.
Okay.
But yeah, so the first round was simple. It was honestly, I feel like it was very rushed, and I also feel like some of the shit was very much scripted because Rolly and Biggie, like the way that they started arguing and stuff like that, like it happened twice, like the same exact way though. Like she's like, get this bitch off the set, get this bitch off the set.
Yeah, I was
going crazy, and I'm like, yo, and it was right when it was about to be my turn to go up, so I was like kind of pissed off because I felt like my turn was rushed because Biggie gave me my ticket like to go through, but she's just like here, like I didn't really get to like do my big one how I wanted to.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it was just rushed, but I made it through the first round. The second round was with Natalie and all them, and then so I was already like on edge about Tokyo Toni's mom being the one to be judging me because I've seen her online and on all these blogs, and she's crazy. So I was like, I don't want this lady judging me. But yeah, so we walked through, all the girls had walked on the nose, stand or whatever the stage, and Natalie she told me to get my pink ticket.
Oh, she did?
Yeah, it was cool. She gave 3 girls out of the group a pink ticket that I was in, and then from the second round, and then basically they're like, oh, so we're gonna email everybody information and this, that, and the third. And basically, I feel like that shit was pre-picked. They already had the girls. They did all that shit for the hype, honestly. Like, they was hit a lot of each time, so.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And I'm glad that you said that because now seeing who they pick, mind you, I don't know how I feel about them bringing people from the season before. It seems like they're doing that every season. It's like, I feel like every season should be a clean slate.
Yeah, and then it's like they picking people who like already clearly have like a big platform behind them and stuff like that. So it makes sense. Right. But it's like, give real bitches a chance too.
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all gotta, you feel me?
Yeah. So, did you watch the last season of Baddies? Okay, so So who would you say was your favorite person on Baddies last series? I think that's with Lo, Krishan, not the one with Persuasion. That was the very first one.
Yeah. It was Scotty, Low London, all them girls, Biggie. So, Kat, yeah, Razor was that was Razor be Razor.
Yeah, she do. I was low-key disappointed.
She's cute though.
She's mad cute.
Yeah, she's mad pretty, but I've definitely had a few Razor moments. So
yeah.
I've definitely had a few of those moments. So I don't judge. She's a beautiful woman. But my favorite, I'd say, was probably Low London. She was cute, like not too much in the mix, but in the mix.
Right.
She's cute.
She's very cute.
But yeah, I did learn a lot though. Like overall, like honestly, like if you have an opportunity to like do your big one and like show who you are and show your shit, like make sure like don't be nervous, don't be shy about like who's watching and stuff like that, or like if you don't have anybody like there to support you, like it doesn't matter, just show who you are and like do your best and show them what the fuck you got.
Watching don't know like what really goes on, like the waiting process and they should give out waters.
They gave out waters.
Okay.
They gave out waters. The waiting process was literally, oh my God. I was fucking I was literally outside. It was 80, 90, no, it was 90 fucking degrees outside, bro, first of all. That shit, oh my God, and my experience even getting there, woo, that shit was crazy. I got a rental to drive out there because I didn't want to drive my car. And I drove out there. That shit was literally a 5 fucking hour drive. Yes, like I really, mind you, like I really took a leap of faith going out there, like on some like, all right, I'ma just like, you know, who knows what can happen? Like, if you don't take the chance, if you don't take risks, like, you're never gonna really know what can happen and where it's gonna take you. So
yeah,
definitely take risks.
Take risks.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to, you know, go out there and see what's out there and, you know, try to put yourself out there.
I love that. So, you think you would do TV again or try out?
Yes, definitely. So I do a lot of like casting calls. Like I go on Backstage a lot. I don't know if anybody is familiar with that, but it's basically like an ad. You know, I'll put you on real quick. Okay, yeah. So it's basically like an ad where it gives you like mad casting calls for like modeling, acting opportunities, mad different opportunities and shit like that. So you just see what you like and stuff like that. You do gotta pay for it though monthly. But it like my last gig, I got like it was like $700 for the gig. So and it's only like $25 a month or some shit like that. So you know what I mean? So I definitely got my money's worth like using the little app or whatever. Yeah. But that was a crazy experience in itself. I'll save that for another time. It was my first acting gig and yeah, it went very crazy.
They love or go for what they want, you know what I'm saying? Life is so short and some people be so scared about what other people are gonna say. It's really your life. Like go out with a bang. So if you could do the auditions over, you said that you would be more vocal?
Yes, definitely. I definitely would have looked at Black Child Mom like the Jamaican wine. Right. Jamaica wine. What the fuck that got to do with being a baddie, man? Right. And then she came down and brought her fucking big grandma booty down off the fucking platform and started, you know, doing her little shake or whatever she was doing. I'm like, yo, I was so like confused. I'm like, what is she doing?
She wanted to be on Baddies, I feel like.
Bro, that shit was crazy. It was hilarious though. But I did meet a lot of beautiful women there. I was able to network and like exchange a lot of information with a lot of women, and it was great. It was a good experience overall. It was fun. Like, you know, it was like times in the line. We was cutting up and shit. They had the music going outside and shit. So it was cool.
That's what's up. So, I want to get into a little bit about relationships, right? So you've been with men and women before? Okay, so I definitely gotta ask you this. I know this is out of the ballpark. Who get the best at men or women? For real, I got to know.
I was not expecting that question. Okay, honestly,
I guess it depends who it is.
It really depends who it is. Like, if they're really into it and like, but in my experience, I've gotten the best head from a woman. And,
period.
You know, like, I don't know, I feel like females is like, I don't know, lesbian females to be exact, they be like,
they know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know, they experience.
But in the bedroom, the girls definitely know what they're doing.
The girls know what they're doing, but at the end of the day, I do prefer my men because, because they more dominant. Like, you know, honestly, I'm a dominant female, so it's like, I need somebody who's gonna take control, like, for me. And, and not even just like in the bedroom, like overall, like in general, like I really just feel like if you a female and you talk to me a certain type of way, like, bitch, I'll beat your ass.
That's what I'm saying. And that's like, what I ask too, because it's like, I know that females be so passionate and shit, so it's like being in a relationship. I wonder if it's different, like having a female sneaky link than being in a relationship with her. Or do you feel like they want to be more like,
I've never even had no like, whoa, okay, I'm lying. I had because there's women who I've like dealt with and we didn't get no relationship, right? So, I mean, wait, you said having them as a single link?
Yeah, so like, do you think that men are better lovers, or do you feel like?
Oh no, hell no.
Nah. Okay.
No, women are definitely better lovers.
Okay.
Because they're you know, they're emotion knowing shit, and you know, they just like know how to like. I don't know. I feel like women are more like clingy and stuff. Like they more like lovey and touchy, feely. Like some niggas just be like, I don't know, not really. And then it just really depends, like, again, on the person, because, like, some niggas is into that, some niggas is not. Right. But, like, I don't know, I just feel like women are more, like, loving and, like
They are
cuddly and stuff. So it's more.
Yes. So I wanted your opinion on the whole, in social media right now, they're really big on the 50-50 topic. So I really want to know from you, how do you feel about that? Like, some people is like, oh, nah, we shouldn't go 50-50 with no dude. And some people is like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? If I can do it, I'm going to contribute. Mm-hmm. So I want to know your perspective. Like, you fuck with the 50-50?
Okay, so, boom. I have two different perspectives on that.
Okay.
So I was a dancer. I stopped dancing for a while, and so it's like now, like I'm not gonna say like I'm a regular girl now, but like
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't really like asking niggas for shit.
Me either.
So it's like I'm sorry because I feel like I got off topic a little bit.
No, you're good, but I feel like the men who have independent female women should really realize, we're not going to come out asking, oh, I need this, or I need, we don't have our hands out.
I don't like asking for shit.
That shit made me feel so
that's too close to begging. Like.
Yeah, it's way too close to begging. And people love bringing shit up, like, oh, you remember when you asked me to do this? Like,
you wouldn't have this if it wasn't for me. Like, I'd rather do this. So, like, I don't know, like, it really just depends on the type of man that you got, like, and if he's comfortable, it's really depending on what he's comfortable with. If he, knows his situation and he wants to, help out and shit like that because he got it, then cool. But it's like, it just really depends on the circumstances.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Okay, but I talk a lot, so I feel like, I got a lot to say.
Listen, you just told me when we got the Henny today, y'all. Got to. I'm gonna have some too. Just shit.
Nothing too crazy,
Mm-hmm.
Chilling. Last night, whew, that girl was lit. Okay, I didn't even do too much though. I was just my sis. But yeah, what's being seen?
What made you get into this?
So basically, funny story. Not really that funny, but I used to like sit on my porch a lot. I don't know why. Like when I used to live like on Emerson and shit like that, I used to like just sit on my porch and like people used to ride by all the time, fucking like trying to talk to me and shit like that. Long story short, met somebody who I had a like cool conversation with them. I was working at a grocery store and I basically was just telling him about my life. Like, yeah, I was looking at a grocery store. I was looking at fucking price right on weed.
Okay.
Making not okay. I was making like $8.75 an hour, bro. Like what the fuck? And then it's crazy like how much minimum wage like went up. Like that's hilarious. Anyway, that's another. I literally used to make like $8.75, bro. Like it was probably like 2017 or something like that. It was right after I graduated high school. I was working at a little grocery store and shit. And I wasn't making enough money. It wasn't cutting me. And then, I don't know, I'm not gonna lie. Other than like, it's not like nobody was in my ear like, oh yeah, you should start doing this. Like, I really was just kind of inspired by my bitch Cardi, honestly. Like, I was very much inspired by her, honestly, because like, this is before like, I used to watch her before like she was like on Love and Hip Hop and all that shit. I was watching her as a dancer. Like, my bitch used to make all the funny ass vlogs and videos and shit like that. Yeah, and she was mad funny, so like, I loved her personality, and then, like, we have very much, like, similar, a lot of people told me that we do, and, like, I could see it, but, so, yeah, nobody really, like, inspired me to do it. I was just, like, it was, like, on my mind for, like, quite some time, like, I was a little crazier back then, too. I was a child, I was young, so, like, I was thinking, like, oh, if I was a porn star, my name would be Sydney Love. Like, but, like, honestly, like, I'm too pussy to do shit like that, though, like, showing coochie on camera.
Yeah, that's
a little crazy. So I tried to like find something that I would be more comfortable with, and I'm like, I think dancing would be cool. Like I was making, like I say, $8.75. So I met this guy, and he's like, oh, like I started talking to him about it. Like I brought it up because I'm like, do you know? He's a little older and shit. So I'm like, you know any clubs that I would like be able to try? So we start riding. He's like, yeah, I could bring you. So we start riding around and shit like that. Like this is probably like the second day that I fucking knew the guy. Like, like I said, I was a little crazy back then. So, anyways, we riding around, we looking for strip clubs and shit like that. First, we went to the Mirage. That shit was very much racist vibes, very much. I'm not gonna say like too much. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't want people to get offended. But it's very much racist vibes. And like I went in there, and they was like, oh yeah, you can fill out an application and we'll let you off if we need you. Like, okay, so I'm like, where else is that? So he like, I know another club out in Henrietta. It's called Classy Cat.
Oh, okay.
So we went to Classy Cat. It was cute in there, and it was like pink in the dress room and shit like that. They looked at me. They was like, yeah, you could audition. They was like, you want to audition tonight? I was like, tonight? I was scared because I'm like, hold on, this is moving a little fast.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So I'm like, can I come back tomorrow? Shit. So I came back the next day, and I had some fucking terrible heels on, like. As a dancer now, the heels that I had on is hilarious. Like, what the fuck I came from? Like, I had on some fucking, like, dinner heels or some shit. I don't even know how to explain them shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they told me to get on stage, so I wanted to go audition.
Yeah.
And they told me to get on stage. They said, all right, you got 2 songs. By the second song, you gotta be topless.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm like, oh
okay.
my God, this is crazy. Like, so I went up there.
Yeah.
I put like some Rihanna song or some shit for my first one, and it was cute. And I put motivation, I think, or something. I don't know. It was cute though.
Oh, by Kelly.
Yeah, you know, I think it was literally like it was the ending of like 2017. So
yeah,
you know, like that was a cute stripper song for me or whatever. And I put it on. I was topless by my second fucking song. It was so scary, bro. Like, yeah, and then I fucking some men, you know, it was people there, so a couple men came up to the stage, they threw me a couple dollars. I'm like, hold on, I made some money on my audition. I didn't expect it.
No,
but it made, you know, I made it look good. So I'm like, okay, they definitely about to hire me. So I got off the stage. They like, do you want to start tonight? I was like, can I start like a couple days? I'm a little nervous. Like, this was a lot for me. So so they're like, yeah, you can come back. So I went home and I just had to soak it all in.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you
so
really
much.
gotta soak that shit in. And it's so crazy because I have to ask you that. Now, mind you, this is exclusive right here. Nobody knows. Girl, I used to be a dancer too, so we got really talk.
Hold on. What?
Yes.
Where you work at?
Girl, I went to the club out in Buffalo, and I'm from Philly. I used to go out to Philly. I can't even think about
Buffalo Pharaohs?
Yes, that's what her name was.
What?
Soraya.
For real?
Yes.
Okay, that's cute.
Yeah, I was thinking, you know what's so crazy? Because it was so last minute for me, and I'm thinking, like, I didn't have no crazy situation for me to do it. But I'm not going to hold you. I was so naive. I'm thinking, like, okay, I got fat ass.
Basically.
Big. I'm going to go in there. I'm going to get a new truck in probably a week. You know what I'm saying? I really thought I was going to go in there and just be like rich. Like, that's really what a lot of people think from the outside. Like, all you got to do is look like a bad bitch and people just going to throw money. You don't have to dance or nothing. Just walk her. Girl.
No.
Tell these girls how the fuck. It's really not like that. Okay?
That shit is not easy, okay?
It's not easy.
But, you know, it's not like, you really just gotta be a bad bitch, you know? But not only that, like, you gotta know what the fuck you're doing. You gotta have that game, you gotta have that hustle, that drive. You gotta know how to talk to these niggas.
And that personality, for real. And, you ever deal with obnoxious bitches in the club? Like, backstage, like, bitches who really thought that it was Bad Girls Club at that moment. Because I had a couple of moments, it seemed like girls that was, doing too much, like, nobody was talking to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, one experience I had in the club, now, you know, you got so many different body shapes, right? So this is one girl that got a BBL, but it's like the back was still big. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? Everything was still big. It was just like a tiny waist. And mind you, we all getting dressed in there, and here this bitch go, oh, I know I'm about to make all the money up in this bitch. Find out how all y'all bitches is looking and shit. And I'm just like, girl, out of all the bitches in here, you are the last person to be having that cocky ass, weird ass, rude attitude. But a lot of girls, some be humble in there, but some I feel like just need to prove a point, and it don't even be that serious.
Right. Yeah, so I'm very humble when it comes to like being in the club and shit like that, cause like, you know, I'm kind of cute, I guess, you know, and you know, I know I'm gonna like make money and stuff like that, just being myself. But it's definitely been a couple situations where, you know, bitches got a little rowdy and shit like that. It hasn't been so much, and luckily, like, I've been through some crazy ass situations, don't get me wrong, but like for the most part, you know, it's been calm and shit like that, but it's definitely been, I done got jumped by a couple bitches, like, in the parking lot, like, you feel me, bitches done said a few slick things before, like, plenty of times, but
wow.
I don't come there for none of that.
Exactly.
Like, I'm here to get my money and I'm here to go the fuck home.
That's a fact.
But yeah, it's definitely been times where bitches done got beside themselves and had to check their ass. And it's funny that you said that thing that the girl was, you know, feeling herself a little too much and like you should be the last one, you know, like chill out, you know, you cute, but you ain't all that nigga. But yeah, I've definitely been in situations like that, and this kind of brings me back to like Syracuse. I had danced, I think it was at Liquors one time. Honestly, I just went through the audition. I didn't dance there for real.
Yeah.
It was cute. It was fun though. It was mad fun, and it was this big ass girl. This was like the weirdest experience I ever went through. I mean, not that I've been through, but this is one of the nastiest things that I've seen in the club. This big ass girl had a fucking tampon string in her.
No, she didn't.
Girl, I swear to fucking God, that was bro, wild dancing. She not well, fuck just wild dancing. She had that shit tooted up in the nigga face. Like, bro was throwing it back.
We not doing that. No, fuck, she did that.
Bro. That was my first and my last time dancing on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, it was cool. I'm not gonna lie. I made a couple of dollars while I was out there.
Right.
Made a cute little $600. It was nothing too crazy. You know, it was a little hour away from the town, so it wasn't that bad.
Right.
But yeah, it was. I don't know. The vibe was mad weird when I got on stage. The same girl who had the tampon string hanging on her coochie. Yeah. It's like, I don't know. I got the vibe like she didn't expect too much from me because, like, you know, I'm a little small and shit like that. Like, and people really underestimate you.
They do.
When you're like, you know, when you look a certain way.
Yeah, they do.
So I don't know what she probably thought I was gonna be ass or something. I don't know, but I got on the pole and I did my motherfucking thing. And that girl, I did my big one, and that girl's jaw was dropped. She was really like literally mouth open. I'm like, and I peed. I'm like, is she okay? Like, she didn't expect this or something. Like,
don't you love when people underestimate you?
Girl, love it.
Girl, because as soon as you show, they be so shell-shocked. And I know, I bet that you dancing in the club, was it a good experience for you? Was it a bad experience? Like, did you have fun at least at all?
Yeah, honestly, it is very much fun. Like, being a dancer and stuff like that, and I've had great experiences. I had bad experiences.
Right.
Bro, one time I done fell off the stage a couple times. Girl, when I was in Florida, this was like in my baby dancer years. When I was in Florida, my fucking wig done flew off my head before. Girl, it's everything.
You was working for that money, so the big fly.
Okay, that was me. But girl, my fucking wig done flew off. Luckily, I was in an OG club. I wasn't in like no like exclusive like high end club. Like, you know, it wasn't. And I was damn near the baddest bitch there. So it was mad old bitches there, like dancing and shit like that. I was probably the youngest bitch there. The youngest bitch there, I was probably like 21, 22 or some shit. Right. And it was mad fun. I think it was Hollywood Nights.
Oh, okay, I was sort of.
It's cute example, yeah. But I did work at another club out there that was lit as fuck. It's called Truth Lounge. She was lit as bitch. My cousin, she got me a little plug to get up in there because she was a dancer and bottle girl. She lived out there for a while.
Okay, she did both?
Yes. Her name Natalie. That's my girl. She do hair too, so you know.
Yes.
Fuck with Natalie Williams or whatever.
Period.
That's my baby. That's my cuz. But yeah, she put me on out there. And I was in Truth Lounge. I made some good money out there. It was cute. It was real nice. And luckily my wig didn't fly off. I think I had like some braids or something. And then I took them out and put on the wig when I'm done. Some shit like that. Yeah. I don't know, but it was a good experience in Truth Lounge. It was a lot of big booty bitches there, and a lot of people like they feel like you have to have a BBL and a big booty to be a dancer and stuff like that. That's not true. Like we come in all shapes and sizes, dancers, you feel me? And like everybody, they like what they like. They do. Everybody got their own type and their own. You feel me?
Speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise I'm gonna speak up when I hop about to cut, I promise.